Hello everyone, Alejandro Santiago here. I want to talk to you a little bit about the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is the longest nerve in the body. It's a cranial nerve. And what's really interesting about the vagus nerve is that it's what's responsible for the body-mind connection. It's the longest cranial nerve in the body, and it actually runs from the base of the back of the head, the base of the skull. And actually just take your hand. You can take one hand and place it at the back of the neck, the back of the skull over here, and just trace it down along the side, down through the front of the throat, through the chest. And it's got three branches. One of them, the lowest one, goes down to the digestive organs. So it connects to the spleen, to the kidneys, to the stomach, to the liver, to the intestines, to the colon. The other branch of it goes from the same place. It starts at the back of the neck, or the back of the skull. It goes down through the back of the neck, through the front of the throat, down to the heart and the lungs. And that's the part that connects to the sympathetic nervous system. So the one side of it connects to the digestive functions, and the other side connects to the heart and the lungs. So it's the left side, the parasympathetic side, that connects to the digestive organs. It's the part of you that allows you to rest, to digest. It's a part of you that immobilizes you in state of fear, in a state of survival. Whereas the sympathetic nervous system, which is part of the vagus nerve, is the part of you that allows the body to take action, to fight or flight. And it corresponds to the heart and the lungs. And the last part of the vagus nerve, which is really interesting, it's the ventral vagus nerve. We'll put our hand back at the back of the neck and just trace it to around the throat area and then the muscles of the face. This is the ventral vagus nerve. And this is the last part of the vagus nerve to evolve in humans. And that's the part of the nerve, of the vagus nerve, that gives you that feeling of connection, that feeling of communication, of relating to other people. It's that connection to life, to others. And so one of the best ways to deepen your vagal tone, the tone of the vagus nerve. And when we say vagal tone, that's your ability to move from these states, from a state of fight or flight, freeze or fold, or to the space of connection. The more toned your vagus nerve is, the deeper you can move, or the faster you can move from one state to the other. Because the idea of this isn't, we don't want to be in one state of either parasympathetic, sympathetic all the time. We want to be able to shift through those as life requires, and find that harmony, that balance between them. And one of the best ways to do that is through deep breath. Another way to do that is through deep breath that involves the diaphragm. Another way to do that is through chanting, through singing, and through whistling, actually. So the meditation that we're going to do is going to involve puckering the lips. And we'll be breathing in through the puckered lips and exhaling out the puckered lips. But the last thing I want to tell you about the vagus nerve is that it's a bidirectional network. And so it connects, the brain communicates with the digestive organs, with the heart, with the sensory information. And the information moves up and down through them. But the thing that's really interesting is that 80% of the information comes from the physical body, and it comes to the brain. Only 20% of the information comes from the brain to the body. And so that's really interesting to know, because that means, I'll speak for myself, but oftentimes I'm in my head, and we are often in our heads thinking about things instead of connecting and understanding and knowing what's going on within the body, becoming aware of our gut instincts, our gut feelings, and just what is the physical response to what's going on around us within the body, because our nervous system is constantly picking up on signals from other people's nervous systems, picking up on signals from our environments. So So that the more that we become aware of this, we can kind of find that harmony between the physical, the mental, the emotional, and move away from the story of our head and connect with the body. And the breath is the perfect way to do that. And that's what we're going to do now. So this meditation is called Act, Don't React. It's to calm yourself and claim yourself. And it's a really powerful meditation, and one that I'm really excited to share with all of you, because it's one that works on the vagus nerve, because anytime that you pucker the lips, it activates the part of the vagus nerve that connects with the facial muscles, with the throat. And also, because we're going to be breathing powerfully, we're also going to activate the diaphragm. So it's going to be that diaphragmatic breath. So let me just tell you exactly what we're going to do. The index fingers are going to connect to the thumbs like this. And the arms are going to come out. The elbows are kind of close to the body. The arms are about 45 degrees out, pointing out away from the body. The eyes will be closed. And let's just roll our shoulders forward, up and back a couple of times. Tuck the chin in, open up the chest, look up towards the brow point. This is the posture, and I'm just going to demonstrate this. The inhalation comes in through the puckered lips, and then we exhale through the puckered lips in a cannonball breath. So really important is, as you inhale, try to make that whistle sound, because that creates that harmony. And that sense of harmony is also very soothing to the ventral vagus nerve. It creates that harmony within the body. And listen to it. It just deepens a sense of meditation. The other aspect of it is that as you exhale, I want you to pull the navel point in and really push the breath out. And so when you do that, don't puff the cheeks out. Let the breath just move out. So we're not breathing into the cheeks. We're breathing all the way down to the diaphragm, and then exhaling, pushing it out through the mouth without puckering the lips, without puffing up the lips. The cheeks. So let me show you what that looks like. It's like this. Beautiful. So come into the posture. Come straight, tuck the chin in, bring the eyes up towards the brow point, and feel your weight on the earth. Tuck the chin in, bring the eyes up towards the brow point. Feel the two index fingers connecting to the thumbs. Open up the chest. And before we begin, let's take a deep breath together. Inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. Push all the breath out. And let's begin. Pucker your lips. Inhale through the puckered lips. And then exhale through the puckered lips, bringing the navel point in towards the spine. Inhale through the puckered lips. And then exhale. Bring equal attention to the inhale and to the exhale, making sure that they're equal in length and in depth. And as you inhale, send the breath down to the diaphragm, let the belly expand, let the chest expand. And then as you exhale, bring the belly in and push all the breath out through the puckered lips. Feel the body as it moves with the breath. As the inhale happens, the body expands, a positive expansion. And as you exhale, the body contracts, thinning as the navel point comes in towards the spine. Find that sense of rhythm in the breath. And as you do it, first the body starts to move with the breath. Then the mind starts to follow the breath, and then the heart comes into play. And before you know it, you're fully synchronized. So connect with the rhythm of the breath and breathe, because the body follows the mind. The mind follows the breath. Remember that by bringing the eyes up towards the brow point and keeping them there, it creates a space of inner stillness within the body. Because every time we move the eyes, even if they're closed, the nervous system is moving, the brain is moving. So still the mind as you breathe, keeping the eyes focused at the brow point. This also creates a connection to the pituitary gland, which activates our intuition, further bringing us to the state of deep connection to the mind, to the breath, to the body. See if you can deepen and lengthen the inhale and the exhale now that you've eased into the meditation. But go at your own pace and let the breath do all the work. This posture is very important because it represents taking action. Connecting to the index fingers, connecting to the thumbs creates a link within the body. It also activates the meridian points. Each of the fingers and the tips of the fingers connect to different regions of the brain. The posture with the chest open, the chin tucked in, the eyes focused at the brow point helps to create that stillness within the body, so we can let the breath do all the work. If you can, soften any tension in the face, but keep the lips puckered. Soften any tension in the body that you may feel, and bring your attention to the breath and deepen it as we move towards the end of this meditation. Recommit. Less than a minute to go. Deepen the breath, deepen your practice. Bring yourself into that state of commitment, of connection. Finish up your last breath cycle. Inhaling through the puckered lips. Exhaling through the puckered lips. Now take a deep breath in through the puckered lips. Suspend and hold the breath. Squeeze the body tightly. Stretch the spine up. Lift up through the crown of the head and hold the breath gently in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cannonball breath out the mouth powerfully. And let's do that again 2 more times. Inhale deeply through the puckered lips. Squeeze, tighten every part of the body. Tighten and stretch the spine up. Squeeze and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time, deepest, biggest inhale through the puckered lips. And suspend and hold and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze the base of the spine and follow it up through the navel point, through the heart, through the throat. Tuck the chin in, lift up through the crown of the head. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1. And powerfully exhale out through the puckered lips. And gently relax the hands down onto the lap. Connecting the index finger to the thumb in Gyan Mudra. And sit in silence, in stillness. Let's take a deep breath together. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Keep your eyes closed and bring the hands back to the neck, the base of the skull where the vagus nerve connects with the brain, and just give yourself a gentle little massage there. Massage the muscles of the neck and follow down through the neck, massage the throat, massage the face, the muscles of the cheeks, which are controlled through the vagus nerve. And just give yourself a little face massage. Show yourself some love in this moment. And when you're ready, take a deep breath. Inhale, stretch the arms up. And exhale at the mouth. And relax the arms down and gently open your eyes. Wow, thank you so much for joining me in this little meditation for the vagus nerve that's called Act, Don't React. Calm yourself and claim yourself. And remember that you're not your body, you're not your mind, you're not your past, you're not the stories that you think you are, that you tell yourself. You're not who other people think you are. You are love, peace, and light. You are your breath. And the essence of the breath is the nervous system. So by connecting with the breath, you connect to the essence of yourself. Sat Nam, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that we can do this again soon. Take care. Sat Nam.